What is up, guys? Orcas here, and today we have, this is an interesting one. We got the Acolyte episode 5, and it was a mixed bag, that's for sure. It's definitely better than the last two episodes, I'll say that much, but how much better is it? I don't know. I mean, I can't really I can't really tell because there's some things I find interesting about this episode. Basically, all I find interesting about the episode is the fight scene. Let's be real. The fight scene, I will say, you know what? I can't believe it took a $180 million budget and a show directed by Leslie Headland to do it, but this has the best fight scene choreography in the Disney era, excluding animation. For live action Disney Star Wars, this is the best fight scene animation with lightsabers. Anyway, this is the best. This is the best lightsaber choreography we've seen in the Disney era for live action. So, wow, the Acolyte gets a compliment. That's crazy. I didn't think I could get to that point, but you know what? I didn't think it could get to that point, but there we go. Fight scene choreography, actually good. You know what? Sure, pats on back for Acolyte. You did something good. But, I mean, and you know what? Spoilers from here on out, but I'm surprised they went with some of the moves they did. I didn't really expect this at all, but they kill all the Jedi except Master Soul, who's still alive, and then Osha and May are still alive as well. But all the Jedi task force, literally all of the Jedi task force, besides Master Soul, is dead. Yes, you heard me right. Even Jeki and Yord, they're both dead. I legit didn't expect that, to be honest. I really did not expect Jeki and Yord to die in this show. And you know what? I'm glad they did not hold back on this either. I mean, they did not hold back on the deaths either. I mean, holy shoot. I mean, obviously, Jeki gets stabbed 3 times through the chest. Pretty graphic. And Yord's neck gets snapped. It's revealed Chimera is the Sith. We can call him the Sith now. We can call him a Sith, and I'll get to that later because for now, I'm talking about the goods because there's still a lot of meh moments and bad stuff to get to. But so far, I'll talk about the good still. But again, like I said, the fighting choreography was good, and I'm surprised that they went with this. I mean, they kill all the background Jedi. I didn't see the Keldor Jedi get killed, which is weird. I must have missed that. There's no way they didn't just disclude him, because I saw everyone else die on the task force, but I didn't see the Keldor Jedi get killed. So I must have just missed that. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because I'm not going back to watch it. If someone on YouTube posts the whole, fight scene, I might go back and watch it, or I might watch it, but I'm not going back to Disney Plus to rewatch the whole fight scene. But, all the Jedi die. Jeki gets a brutal death. She's a Padawan, by the way. Like, they actually just did that to a Padawan. That's actually kind of crazy. I didn't expect that. Gets stabbed 3 times through the chest, actually dies. Hey, and look at that. Lightsabers actually kill people this time. And this Sith Lord actually stabs people through like the gut and the chest, and they actually die. Who could have thought? Wow. It only took the Acolyte somehow for us to reconfirm that lightsabers can actually kill people. And they can actually kill Force users. That's crazy. Didn't think the Acolyte would be the one to confirm that. That's crazy. I'm obviously being sarcastic, by the way, if you can't tell. But, I mean, we've had the moments where people can survive lightsaber stabs, like Reva, Sabine, we've seen that. But, hey, the Acolyte actually doesn't hold back on killing people, especially Jedi with lightsabers. I guess that's pretty cool. Like I said, and then Yord Yord literally gets his neck snapped by Chimera. That was, yeah, brutal. For people that are actual fans of this show and fans of, Jackie and Yord, they're probably traumatized right now. I don't blame them. If I actually, had a deep connection with these characters, I probably would too. If this was, a good story and I actually, enjoyed all the characters and cared about their stories because the story of the show was good, if I actually thought that, I would probably be traumatized too. So yeah, and I'm honestly lingering on this a lot because I still have a lot of, meh and bad moments to talk about. But, good job, Acolyte. You actually did something good. But now we have to get to the meh and bad moments. The dialogue, the dialogue and acting, I'm not digging it, bro. People gave the prequels a ton of crap for its dialogue and, bad acting. I would like to see the reactions to this show because there's no way you can sit down in a straight face and tell me this acting and dialogue is better than the prequels. You cannot tell me that at all. I mean, Chimera revealed to be the Sith Lord. His dialogue is just weird. Like, all the interactions are just weird, in my opinion. And again, here we go. I'll get to this. Chimera literally calls himself a Sith. He literally does. What are we doing? Literally, now we have a confirmed Sith in this show. Like, he literally says he's a Sith. And now Master Soul escapes with another person who I'll get to later. And he's going back to the Jedi Order. What does he have to do? He has to tell them it's a Sith. He can't just, there's no way he just lies. There's no way. There's no way he tells even just Master Vernestra and they just keep the secret. There's absolutely no way. There's no way they can keep this a secret and the High Council never finds out. There's just no way. If that's the case, no. This is the... If that's the case and, Master Soul, I just can't. It's bad. It's bad. Oh my, yeah, it's not, oof. I'm losing my mind. Like, there's no way they can do this. There's just no way. Master Soul, I'm sorry, but in order for this to make sense, he had to die there. There's no way he could have escaped this. He can't get back to the Jedi Temple. There's just no way. He can't do this. That's probably my biggest gripe with this episode for sure, is now that Chimera has revealed himself as a Sith Lord and Master Soul survived, he has to go back to the temple and tell them. Either that or it just doesn't make sense whatsoever. And again, even if he does, it's lore breaking. Like, this is bad storytelling. It's not good. This is supposed to be like a crime mystery thriller. There's no mystery whatsoever. We knew that Chimera was the Sith Lord. Sith Lord. We can call him a Sith Lord. He literally calls himself a Sith. Like I said, I was so used to this show, not revealing it to be a Sith. Like, oh, just because this guy has a red lightsaber doesn't mean he's a Sith. It makes sense still. It makes sense. He's not technically a Sith. No, he's literally a Sith now. The Sith have been extinct for over a millennium, as said by Ki-Adi-Mundi. Well, I guess 80 years prior to the Phantom Menace, we had a Sith Lord appear. So, what do we do? Who knows? We got 3 more episodes to find out. So, yay. The stuff with May was bad as well. She's so weird. The character writing for her is so weird. First, she's out there killing 2 Jedi. Next episode 4, she's like, oh, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to turn myself back into the Jedi. You know what? The Jedi are actually right. They can help me. And now we get to this episode where she's just a coward running away from her master, who's now here, doesn't help the Jedi whatsoever. And then later in the episode, she says the Jedi got what they deserved. What are we doing, man? You can't be serious. This character writing for May is just bad. And again, when she says the Jedi deserved what she got, she, Osha and Master Soul kind of defeat the Sith Lord, Chimere. They get the freaking, what are they called, Umbra Moths to like grab a hold of them and lift them up into the air, assumingly like I don't know, eat him or something. But later we find out Chimere survives, like he gets out of that, so he's fine. And then, there was a moment where Chimere says that, Master Soul is like guilty of something. And after they, get rid of Chimere, Osha's like, she's like confused. She's like to Master Soul, what are you keeping from me? And, Master Soul says he'll explain. And then May stuns him. So Osha and May leave together. May wants Osha to join with her. Or she wants them to join together again as a family. Osha doesn't want that, so May kind of knocks her out. And this is another just bad part. So what's going to happen now is May is going to disguise herself as Osha, and now she's going with Master Soul back to Coruscant, I'm assuming. So she's now with Master Soul. May is now with Master Soul pretending to be Osha, and Chimere finds Osha still unconscious. So I don't know what Chimere is going to do with Osha, but it seems May is on this. I don't even know what May's doing at this point. I don't know what she's doing. She disguises herself as Osha and goes with Master Soul to do what exactly? Like, what is she doing? She's now obviously not the Sith Lord's apprentice anymore. So what is she doing here? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, what are we doing? And apparently Master Soul can't sense that that May isn't Osha for some reason. I guess the Jedi are terrible at force sensing now. They couldn't sense the Sith apprentice, or they couldn't sense the Sith close by. Like, apparently the Jedi High Council can't sense this guy. Apparently Master Soul can't sense that Osha is May's disguising herself as Osha. Like, and again we get the word that again the Jedi are guilty of something. As I said, Chimere kind of reveals something about Master Soul, that there was something that he did that was wrong. And again, we're painting the Jedi out to be the villains again. And, the Jedi are the actual oppressors. They were the one that oppressed Chimere. He can't be what he wants. Oh, all the Jedi is rules. Like, yeah, whatever. I mean, again, I thought this episode was better than the last two, but again, that's not saying much. But this was still not a good episode. And I know I said that if this episode wasn't good, I wasn't going to watch the rest of the 3 episodes. So we got 6, 7, and 8 left. But at this point, I don't like this show at all. But at this point, I just want to see what more they do. Like, where is this story going? Like, I'm interested to see where this story goes, but there is in no way where I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm not enjoying this story whatsoever, but I'm interested to see where this goes, to see what more they do. Like, at this point, it's crazy what they're doing. Like, now we literally have a confirmed Sith Lord 80 years before the Phantom Menace. So actually, the Sith have now only been extinct for 920 years, not a millennium. So in actuality, Ki-Adi-Mundi should have said, oh, well, the Sith have been around for 80 years now, so maybe Darth Maul is a Sith Lord. But whatever. I guess, sure, whatever. Oh, freak. Yeah, this was just a wild episode. The lore breaking and the retcons still don't make sense to me whatsoever. Again, like I said, the fight choreography was cool. There was still kind of weird moments, at the beginning of the episode, the Chimere literally kills the whole Jedi task force except for Master Soul, Yord, and Jeki. Yord was a part of that fight where Chimera was killing all the Jedi. Yord was there as well. But for some reason, Master Soul wasn't there for whatever reason. He was just gone. And then he just conveniently comes out of nowhere to save Osha. And then also Jeki wasn't there for whatever reason at all either. And she just happens to be where May is. Like, I don't know. There was just moments like that just took me out. And then obviously a lot, the dialogue, the acting, the character writing, some decisions they've made, it just took me out. But I mean, really the only thing saving this episode was the fight scenes, honestly. I mean, those were cool. The surprising moves they made, killing all the Jedi plus Yord and Jeki, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Everything else was just really meh to actually bad. So I can't say I would rate this episode high. I definitely wouldn't give this episode anything higher than a C+. I don't even know what to rate this episode. I'd say maybe like a 6 or something. I don't even know. That might be a little too generous. And to give that perspective, a 6 out of 10 is still like a D in my books. I mean, yeah, it's just not good. So it was better than the last 2 episodes, but still not good. But I am going to be watching the next episodes. Maybe depending on what this next episode does, I might call it quits there, but we'll see. I'm not enjoying this show, but we'll just see. I just hope good Star Wars returns eventually one day. Until then, I'm probably just going to be watching more Clone Wars and, reminiscing and, going over actual good Star Wars besides the Acolyte in my spare time. So yeah, that's it. That's basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.